bestings, and namaste. Find a comfortable position, seated or maybe lying down. Letting go of discomfort and unease as you settle into comfort. Prepare the inner space by connecting to your breathing and arriving next. Begin by exhaling deeply and inhaling slowly with thankfulness for supporting yourself with this practice and time with yourself. The practice begins as you bring intention and awareness to your breath by preparing to structure your breath. Beginning by slowly inhaling to a count of 3, 6, or 9 seconds, then holding your inhale for the same amount of time as spent inhaling, before gently exhaling slowly for the same amount of time, and finish the cycle by holding no breath for the same amount of time, and then repeating that cycle. Prepping the body, mind, and air flowing in and out to assist the energetic and physical expression through toning. This is the suggested breathing model for the practice. However, participants are encouraged to breathe slowly and intuitively rather than to achieve a specific measure of time. A 3, 6, or 9-second pattern is recommended as a guidepost to begin with. As the guided practice begins, comfortably breathe towards a goal of structured box breathing. Allow the body to find its own rhythm. Sometimes, finding a sensation of the breath breathing you, and other times to observe and witness the pressure and ease within structured box breathing. And then there's the endless opportunities to find and describe the sensations within your experience in your own way. And now that you have a new set of keys, let your cultivated inner connection guide you. You will be guided to access points, to experience, to clarify aspects of inner consciousness that are sought in safety, supporting integration and balance in our lives through the practice, through living. With exhales, may you consider letting go of thought patterns, habits, and relationships. And inhaling, receiving supportive balance and measures of integration via the body's physical vibration as the intuitive tone of the practice moves through. When you are ready, follow along with the model to your level of comfortable box breathing and listen to the invitation to consider with a fullness of care, your care for all of who you are, supporting and cultivating connections to inner consciousness and outer integration, offering gratitude for the experience of living and your ability to co-create with life. Breathe. Beginning now by allowing yourself a moment to connect to the aspect within your field of consciousness and your energetic body that is seeking healing and growth. Thank you. Deepening the connection to your body through your breath. Transitioning to gently structure your breath through counting, seeking connection within. And from this place, breathe in new life, New room for healing and growth. As you find your exhale, let go of limiting self-beliefs put on you by others and yourself. Let go of unworthiness. Let go of any shame for not meeting your own standards of yourself or others. Accepting yourself. As you inhale again, may you receive with the life-giving breath perspective to the interconnectedness of life, a connection to a desire to support the manifestation of your inner gifts and knowledge, receiving the possibilities of your gifts in the world, and the connection to support. As you exhale, you connect to the energy of letting go of your will to control who receives your gifts and how you receive support. Letting go of control and surrendering into the flow of the breath leaving. As you inhale, you consider with a fullness of caring who you are in the witness of I am. Perceiving your experience here and now and transitioning to speaking to that presence that's unified with your awareness. And from that place, listening to the following consideration from Bob Monroe. Because I am more than physical matter, I deeply desire to expand, to experience, to know, to understand, to control, to use such greater energies and energy systems as may be beneficial and constructive to me and those near and close to me, without imposing an unequal burden elsewhere. Also, I deeply desire the help, the cooperation, the assistance, the understanding of those individuals whose wisdom, development, and experience are equal or greater than my own. As you find your exhale, considering letting go of maladapted and unbalanced past perceptions, thoughts, habits, and relationships, and asking with courage, gratitude, and acceptance to release them in your good time, in your good way, with an opportunity here, a small personal memorial in the safety of your inner space. Believing in the interconnected nature of expanding consciousness and the process of condensing that energy to bring it into the world, you may call upon spiritual and energetic support to support your expansion and integration opportunities. Recognizing the cycle of expansion includes relaxation and flow, which you now ease into. Releasing the breath and tension in the body, giving space to release and hold new and remembered understanding, and seeking understanding by applying and envisioning the natural cycle of releasing the tension of expansion through contraction and the desire for darkness and stillness. Recognizing now it's been some time creating space for senses to tune into inner somatic sensations. Bring your awareness to the body, intuitively scanning for areas of tension, tiredness, anxiety, excitement, ease, magnetic or electric sensations. Beginning to listen as the body's messages are giving space to communicate inner wisdom, like the door to your deeper self, whose presence is more subtle and gentle than that of outer world stimulus. Intuitively breathing into areas of your body slowly and gently, you begin to receive feedback like colors, images, sounds, and sensations, all capable of communicating in the language of the body you seek to dialogue with now, and aligning with the intuitive nature within. to expand and contract your vocal cords, accordingly tuning and balancing your physical body throughout your vocal vibration, feeling the sound and vibrations, listening to the messages of the body, rather than focusing on hearing the sound or seeking to alter the vocal sound to your own pleasing. The practice is where growth and transformation occur. And it can be helpful to ask, what chakras do I witness pleasure while hearing my toning? What chakras do I witness a dislike or judgment while hearing my toning? Observing the energies directing themselves with providing more or less breath and louder or quieter vocal expression during high-pitched or low-pitched toning is of great insight. So it can be helpful to observe where the toning is louder or feels more powerful, and where the toning may be quieter or feels softer. What thoughts, considerations, or observations accompany loud or quieter tones? There is also great insight in noting the duration of the tone. Where is there less energy or breath to tone? And where is there more energy or breath to tone? There is no suggested duration for toning, and the practice is to yield and flow with pitch and duration of the tone as indications of chakra energies receiving and releasing support. The practice would now begin, and instructions or guided considerations to hold while preparing to tone would follow. But for this introductory experience, give yourself this moment to consider an inner resonance that may desire vocal expression and the potential of using your expression with guided instructions to connect to yourself with more awareness. Feeling the considerations of your body, the considerations of your energy field, the considerations of the union of body and energy. Maybe asking, where do I feel more aware? Or maybe, what am I aware of now that I was not before? Where am I supported to be aware? What would more support look like, feel like? So, when you consider forts or structures of protection and home, when you consider finances, when you consider foraging and your ability to access basic resources and needs, is there alignment? Is there balance? Imagine feeling what it's like to have more balance and alignment now. When you consider creativity, curiosity, and cravings, is there alignment? Is there balance? Imagine feeling what it's like to have more balance and alignment now. When you consider passions, purpose, and your personality, is there alignment? Is there balance? Imagine feeling what it's like to have more balance and alignment now. When you consider the boisterous nature of your being centered in your heart, is there balance? Is there alignment? Imagine feeling what it's like to have more balance and alignment of your boisterous being now. When you consider communication and callings, condensing and clarifying, is there balance? Is there alignment? Imagine feeling what it's like to have more balance and alignment now. When you consider perception, mental processing, and projection, is there balance? Is there alignment? And imagine feeling what it's like to have more balance and alignment now. When you consider expansion, energy, and existential examination, is there balance? Is there alignment? Imagine feeling what it's like to have more balance and alignment now. When you consider the past, when you consider your potential, and when you consider your unique partners that brought you to life, is there balance? Is there alignment? Imagine feeling what it's like to have more balance and alignment now. And when you consider the symbiosis of the soul and sovereign synthesis, is there balance? Is there alignment? Imagine feeling what it's like to have more balance and alignment now. As you are gently holding the energies of the present now and allowing a natural breath rhythm to support the witnessing of the present now. What's changed? What is different? Are there colors, emotions, images, undefined sensations arising within? There's an invitation to direct the awareness of the natural breath into those places within now. Rest as long as you need. And as you feel ready, you can begin inviting awareness of your body and the environment around you. Maybe inviting small movements in the fingers or toes. Maybe the hand or feet. Maybe your leg, your shoulder. whatever calls to awaken. And as you feel ready, gently open your eye and return to the present moment of your life. Bestings. So how was that experience? Is there a best part that you just had that you'd like to share? I'd love to see it in the comments below. If you liked it, please tap that like button and share with someone who might find this valuable. Comment what you liked and how it's helped. And please consider subscribing to join me on this journey. If you enjoyed this introductory free practice and interested in beginning to dive deep into the energies you met within yourself today while breathing and observing, consider learning more about the potential of meditation, breathwork, and toning to transform your life from the inside out, and support the expansion and refinement of the energies flowing in the energy centers of the body by checking out my Caring Consideration courses found on my website, and immediately access an introduction to the first course module on the Root Chakra or Energy Center as an introductory offering through the end of 2025. In addition to the courses, you'll find poetry ebooks that were a direct result of the Caring Considerations practice integration and the most challenging and beautiful experiences of my life. You'll also find personal wellness coaching and a private community that engages in monthly online sessions of the Caring Considerations calling practice beginning in November of 2025. You can also check out my communities on Patreon and Substack, links in the description, and my upcoming podcast, Heal the Ego, will be here on YouTube as well as on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. You can also follow and support me on Instagram, TikTok, and LinkedIn. Bestings.